Hey, what's up guys, Nick here, welcome back to another video. Yesterday we got a big update about Halo Infinite and the new release date is going to be fall 2021. That is not anything I ever thought I would say. When we first got that release date of holiday 2020, I was like, alright, it's locked in, that's when we'll be playing this game. It is now December time, we're obviously not playing the game and it has now been delayed basically an entire year. So yes, this may suck in one regard. We're obviously going to get a better game because of it. I'm always a big supporter of a delayed game is always going to make for a better experience in the end, even though it does suck that we have to wait for it. So in today's video, I wanted to go over what us as Halo fans can do during this long wait to make it not seem just as bad, because there's still plenty of stuff to be excited about, plenty of stuff that we can do while we wait for Halo Infinite. So if you do enjoy the video, make sure you drop a like down below, subscribe if you're brand new. I'm trying to hit 90,000 subscribers. That is the big goal that I'm trying to do right now. So as I said, Halo Infinite is 1 year away, which to be honest with you, is kind of like a tough pill to swallow. It is kind of a long ways away. A lot can happen in 1 year. Obviously, tastes can change, people can move on, but us as Halo fans are for whatever reason disgustingly addicted to this franchise. We kind of refuse to let it go. Halo is something that I literally can never stop thinking about. So the first thing you can do while you wait for Halo Infinite is if there's any final achievements that you're wanting to do in any of the other Halo games, this is kind of like your last chance to do that. I don't know about you, but whenever Halo Infinite comes out, I pretty much will never go back to the older titles. Not saying I won't ever check out Halo 3's campaign for a bit of nostalgia, but once Infinite comes out, that's pretty much me completely set on that game. I don't think I'll veer away from it very much whatsoever. I would try and tackle every achievement in the Master Chief Collection, but I think there's over like 600 achievements in that game, and I have over 300 of them, which is a lot, but 600 is a lot to unlock. So we'll see. If I ever feel super motivated, I might try and tackle the Master Chief Collection, but it's going to be a very hard challenge. So one thing that we saw in the update that 343 gave us yesterday was a 152 reward. If you get Spartan rank 152 in Halo 5, you get an armor coating, some weapon coatings as well that look really beautiful. I'm personally a massive fan, and if you didn't know, I do happen to be a Spartan rank 152 in Halo 5. There it is, 152. Oh, I'm so stoked. Imagine my game crashed. There it is. I was completely addicted to that game. I still love Halo 5, but I'm kind of a little bit burnt out on it now. I've played it so much, I feel like I've done literally everything in that game. But we heard about this 152 reward and people were trying to guess what it was. I was kind of guessing it was going to be a weapon skin, so it's a weapon skin and more than that, which is awesome. It's actually something pretty, you know, nice after getting it just an emblem in Halo 5. So now you have a full year to finish that grind to get level 152 in Halo 5. It is very doable as long as you're maybe not rank 1. If you're rank 1, if you've never played the game before, I honestly don't think it's going to be possible. It will be very tough. Halo 5 will have to become basically your full-time game up until Infinite's release. And as much as you may want to get 152, the grind can get very boring, unfortunately. So if you're level 0, I don't think it's going to be possible. But if you're level like 145 plus, if you're in that range, it's very doable. It is something that you can definitely achieve if you're willing to put the time in. And don't take me saying as 145 plus as that's the cutoff. If you're anything below 145, there's no point trying. Definitely try your best, but in my opinion, that's kind of like the range you need to be in. The way that I did it was I played a ton of Warzone Firefight. I played so much Firefight every single day. It was ridiculous. You almost have to make it like a daily routine to hit a certain amount of experience. So hop on Halo 5, play Warzone Firefight, play Warzone Turbo or regular Warzone if you want to go through that hell for whatever reason. But in my opinion, the 152 reward is 100% going to be worth it. I love how everything looks. I think the weapon coatings and just the armor coatings in general look really nice. So I'm going to definitely be rocking that day one. So if you want to be joining me, if you want to wear it as well with all the other level 152s day one, then start your grind right now. Work really hard. It's going to take a lot of work, but I really believe you can get there. You just got to put the time in. So moving on from Halo 5 onto the Master Chief Collection, the MCC has obviously been receiving a lot of updates over the last, I don't even know, like year, I guess. Basically a full year now is whenever Reach first came out. So over the last year, MCC has completely changed. It's obviously all come to PC now. So MCC is technically complete, but they still have a lot of work to do on the game. There are still more seasons to come, which is going to add more armor and just more content to the games that are already in there. So Halo 3, Halo Reach, Halo 4, Halo 2, maybe even Combat Evolved might get more love. You never know. But I absolutely love that they're kind of touching up these older games, revisiting them and adding more content for us, the players, to enjoy. I've absolutely adored seeing all these new skins and new vehicle skins and all this good stuff come to Halo 3, for example. It really does freshen up the game and make it feel like something completely new to me. So I'm very excited to see what 343 have planned in the next upcoming seasons, to see exactly what they add to the game. I know there's some Reach armor that has never been in the game before that I cannot wait to see for myself. But besides the new seasons, they're also going to continue updating the game and adding features like the custom game browser. The customs browser is going to be game changing, quite literally. Once they add that into the game, it's going to be amazing. I've always wanted to have a place where I can just hop in and play Halo customs whenever I want, with whoever I want, at the click of a button, and this is going to make that possible, which is going to be so much fun. So that's the next big update that I'm personally very excited for. I don't know exactly when that's going to be, but it is going to be at some point next year. So the MCC is not done. They might have added all the games to PC, but it will still keep receiving updates. We still have stuff to look forward to in that regard. But taking it back to Infinite just a little bit, even though the game is not going to be releasing for a full year, pretty much, I'm guessing it'll come out maybe September, October time. That's my guess. But Bonnie Ross did say something on Twitter, which has made some people think it's coming out in November. She kind of hints at something having an anniversary or regarding Halo Infinite, so people are thinking it's maybe going to come out on Halo Combat Evolved's anniversary in 2021, which would be November. I don't know about this. It seems like a really far away date, but at the same time, her tweet does kind of hint at that quite a bit, so we shall see. I'm presuming they'll let us know at E3 next year, you know, the actual release date, so that's about a 6-month wait from now. But one thing they did confirm in the update yesterday is that flighting will be happening for the game, which is absolutely huge. If you don't know what flighting is, it's basically like a demo. It's like a beta test for the game where the players can give feedback directly to the developer, which is absolutely huge. The MCC obviously went through a lot of flighting tests. You know, for every single game, they had the community come together to give feedback and let them know what was wrong, what bugs need fixed, and just what issues there were. With Infinite, it's not going to be so much about the bugs and the issues, it's more so for actual feedback on the game and how it plays and just how it feels in general. I was kind of worried about the chance of there being no flights because they do make a huge impact for the game. You know, maybe a weapon is too powerful or not powerful enough. They wouldn't get that information from the players without them. So now that testing is going to be happening, the game is going to come out in a way more enjoyable state for everyone. And it's also kind of nice that we're going to get to try the game a little bit early if you do get invited to the flighting. So there's no word on when that is going to be happening. They say later this year. My guess is it's going to be sometime around May-June time, something like that. So they obviously have enough time to do the flights, to implement the feedback into the game before full release. If you remember way back to the Halo 5 beta, that was in January of 2015, I believe, and the game came out in October of 2015, so it was basically a 9-month gap between the beta and the full release. So who knows, it might be even earlier than May or June. So even though we have a full year to wait for the game, pretty much, we don't have to wait a full year to even see the game or play it for ourselves. So keep that in mind. That is something I feel like a lot of people are kind of forgetting when they're worrying about the release date. We're going to get to play the game before that, which is going to be awesome. Some people have talked about Halo 5 possibly coming to PC now that we have a full year to wait for Halo Infinite. I personally still don't see Halo 5 making its way to PC anytime soon. As much as I would love it, I feel like a full release for Halo 5 on PC would be amazing, but I just don't know if they would want to put all that time and energy into the game only for it to really be alive for a couple months before Infinite really comes out. But the Halo thing that I'm probably the most excited about, going back to the Master Chief Collection just for a little bit, is mod support. I've talked about this before, but I feel like mod support on the MCC is going to be what really carries us through the next year and makes things a lot easier for everyone. Obviously, this is just for the PC players. Unfortunately, mods on Xbox aren't really a thing. You know, obviously Fallout and Skyrim do that, but those are completely different games. But mod support on the MCC is going to allow for so much creativity, so much player interactivity, which is going to be just incredible. It's something we've never really seen before in an official way. Obviously, Combat Evolved had a pretty major mod scene, but having that, but for every single title, is going to be just super interesting to see what people come up with. I've already seen quite a few mods for Halo 3 and stuff like that, and they all look so fun. So having official support from the developers is going to be just game changing completely, and I cannot wait to see what people come up with. And for sure, there's going to be a lot of mod videos here on my channel. So to round off this video, now that we finally got this big update from 343 on Halo Infinite, I hope this kind of starts an open dialogue with the community. I hope they continue to be very, very open and clear with anything new regarding the game, whether it be an update or just a screenshot or maybe just a small teaser of any kind on a monthly basis or every other month. I would be happy with that. I just hate the idea of kind of being left in the dark, especially now that we have such a long wait ahead of us, but flighting is happening, so keep that in mind. In the back of your head, we have that to look forward to. And just to round off today's video with one final point, there are other games that exist out there. You know what I'm saying? There are other things that you could do besides just play Halo. So this could be your chance to try something new, maybe explore a different single player game, or just have a new experience, even for just a little bit, while we wait for the next Halo title. There are so many incredible games out there. It would be a shame if you kind of didn't give yourself the chance to try them out. For example, Cyberpunk comes out later today as of recording this video, so I'm definitely going to be kind of no-lifing that game just for a little bit. But I want you guys to drop a comment down below with any suggestions that you have yourself on what you could do as a Halo fan to make this wait for the game not so bad. Us together as a community can make it through. I believe in us. It's going to be very, very tough, but we will survive and we will have an awesome game, hopefully at the end of this tunnel. So if you did enjoy today's video, make sure you drop a like down below, subscribe if you're brand new. I would really appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!